welcome to a Final Siren breakout special. Duck from the Purple Rain, Oz from the Purple Rain. Charlie Nicholls here from the Fremantle Dockers. Charlie, how you going?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Exciting times having you here, mate. I'm sure you've been looking forward to this. You've had it penciled in for weeks now. You're ready to go. You're fired up.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Mate, I'm pumped. I'm keen to talk farming. That's what I'm all about here. Because, Charlie, me and you very, very similar. From a small town of Tarlee, population 300.
Yeah.
Now, are you most famous person from Tarlee?
I'm not sure.
Don't be modest.
Hopefully one day we'll get there.
Okay. Is there any other famous people?
My grandfather, Pete, he's famous within the town, I'd say. So I'd say him.
What for?
Just his hard work and everything he does for the community.
Yep. So you're potentially first AFL player from there.
Yep.
Probably going to put him on the map.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Mate. Fantastic. And hopefully, similar to Jeff Farmer from Tamble up where I'm from, you take a big mark and everyone's got the photo. Every house across Tamble. But Tarlee, 300 people live there, and farming population mainly?
Mainly farming population, yeah. So not many people at all.
So you're 3,000 acres and you got 2,500 sheep roughly. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice.
When you're going home from your break, and I know this is a while from now, are you expecting that Dad will get you out there working, or what?
100%. Yeah. I'll jump straight off the plane, get back home, and the first thing he'll say to me is, "Get me out on the farm." So
get you driving the chaser bin.
Yeah, get me on the chaser bin. Yeah, that's the main one.
Let's talk sheep work quickly. Now, obviously, you're not shearing and you're not crutching. We listened to your pod that you had with the sample. That's a bit of my area as well, a bit too big and a lefty, so it doesn't help. So what are you doing with sheep? Are you drenching sheep? You're helping out with that kind of stuff? Or what's the job that you love and you hate when it comes to sheep?
I just like moving them, to be honest, getting on the motorbike and sort of moving and then just helping feed them. Just look after them. But just getting on the motorbike and moving them around and shifting them between paddocks is more my job.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the hard work and the work ethic itself translates over to your footy. And early on, when you had to drive about an hour to get to training after school each day, if you don't mind, talk to us about that, because there has to be a crossover there between having that work ethic, getting up early, all that sort of stuff, and then having to drive long stretches in order to get to training to realise your dream.
Yeah. Growing up, I think watching Dad and just how hard he works on the farm and everything he does to sort of, bring in the money and support our family, it really, pushed me to work hard as well. And, there was really times where it got really tough when I'm driving down after school, down to Adelaide for training 3 nights a week and getting home really late, and then trying to juggle all the schoolwork in year 12 as well, where it got a little bit difficult. But I just had good family support, could push through.
And even your transit to Min Man, your footy club. I looked it up on Google Maps. It's about half an hour away. Is that right?
It is, yeah.
So it's even an hour round trip just to go to training for your local footy club.
Yeah. So growing up, school was also about 35 minutes away. So it got used to driving a lot. It was. And
any famous footy players from Min Man Footy Club?
Harry Schomburg's one that got drafted in the 2018 or 2019 to the Adelaide Crows. So grew up sort of watching him and learning stuff from him. I'd say he's be the main one. And
your parents also down at Min Man as well? They were known around the area too?
Yeah. Dad would have played 200 plus games, A-grade games for the club. And then Mum also played 350 netball games for the club. And both on all the committees and that sort of thing. So they still help around the club.
Proper country people, mate. Playing, committee members, all that kind of stuff. That's fantastic to say. Who do you reckon, was Dad a better footy player and Mum a better netballer, do you reckon?
I'd have to give it to Mum, I reckon. I think
what position did she play?
She was a defender, so goal defence, goalkeeper.
Okay. Happy days. Is she a tall lady?
She is tall, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's where I got my height from, so I've got her to thank for that.
Fantastic. Sounds like me with my mum and dad. My mum's 5'10", my dad's 5'10". Just towering over both of them now. Dad's little fella, little Frankie, he'd love that. All right, so talk to us about playing for Central Districts. Obviously in your Colts year or your under-18s, kicked 22 goals, skipper of Centrals.
Yeah, so I had a really enjoyable year. I loved the year last year. Was co-captain with Bo Ryan, who was a good mate of mine and good player as well. So I got along with all the boys in the team. Got along with the coach Alfie really well, and I thought we just had a really good year. personally, I started the year really well and how I wanted to after a big pre-season. And then, just kept growing throughout the year, playing for the state team, and then leading into finals and getting to the grand final, and unfortunately going down by a little bit in the grand final was disappointing. But I had a really enjoyable year. So.
Yes, obviously you blossomed in that year, and you talked about it before. I think you had something happen in that to one of your key players early in that game, and then that threw you into the ruck, which you'd never done before.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the big leagues. Like, talk to us about how that worked and mindset behind that.
Yeah, so Jimmy Nowak was our ruckman. He's been a really good player for us all year. Goes down with, I think it was a concussion, in the first 10, 20 seconds of the game. So that really threw things around a bit. I had to go back for a little bit. I had to go in the ruck, which I hadn't done all year. I guess sort of you have to be prepared for those things in these sort of big games and in any games, that anything could happen in a game with injuries and stuff like that. So, especially being a player, like I think I can play wherever on the ground sort of thing, and I think I can be pretty confident playing back or in the ruck if I have to. So just being prepared for that, and obviously I had to do that on the day. So.
Is that now part of your development at the Dockers, just trying a number of positions, finding what fits you the best? Or is it, I've been drafted as a forward, I'm going to work on my forward craft? Or what are you thinking at the moment? Or what are the club doing with you at the moment?
I've been mainly working as a forward since I got here, but I still think there's that defender in me that I can bring out if I need to. I still believe that I can play both ends of the ground and maybe chip in the ruck if needed, but definitely working as a forward mainly and have been since pre-season.
Nice. It says realistically you like modelling your game on Jeremy Cameron.
Yep.
Pretty good guy to model your game off. So, talk to us about that. One of your favourite players, or do you just like the way he goes about it? Or
a bit of both. He's definitely one of my favourite players, or was growing up as well. But I just love how he's uses his speed and his running, his work rate to get up the ground. I think that's something that I did well last year, is really get up and get involved between the arcs and then work hard back as well and sort of be involved again in the forward 50. So, just seeing him work all the way up the ground right into the back line and then really work his defender on the way back is sort of, what I was watching.
Nice.
So we've obviously got, at the Dockers, we've got the Triple J forward line, obviously Dogger Jackson, Jai Miss and Josh Tracy, and then we've got the wild card, Paddy Voss. So talk to us about how those guys have kind of helped you out so far since you've been at the club.
Yeah, they helped me out right from the first step I took into the club. So, straight away, JT, Bossy, Jai, Luke, they all really helped me, and I learnt some really key things off them. So, obviously, super lucky to have some of the best key forwards in the competition sort of around me that I can learn off.
Nice. And who are you with right now? Are you staying with a player? Are you with a family? Where are you at now?
Yeah, right now I'm living with Murphy Reid in a host family in Mosman Park. So really enjoying that, living with him. We get along really well. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Nice. And he's doing all right. So he's probably going to give you a few tips about transitioning over.
He's doing very well. I'm very, very happy for him, and he's seeing him do his thing. It's very good.
What's it like, obviously, coming into the Dockers, and you've got the likes of, Alex Pearce, Brennan Cox, Lukey Ryan, Joshy Draper, even Oscar McDonald, and Hugh Davies, like, in that back line. So when you're doing your match sim, you're just like, come on, man, give me a spell with these defenders. Like, can I just play on someone who's not that great? Like,
that was the feeling I had in one of the match sims early on in the pre-season, I think. I think I was playing on Brennan or Oscar for a little bit, and I just kept feeling like they were in the right position, and obviously they have all the experience, so it was really difficult to play on. But I think just playing on guys like that, you're just going to learn even more. So I'd love to keep playing on them for a couple of years.
Nice. And obviously transition to Peel, so you're training the house down hopefully with Freo, but then how's things going with Peel, and what's that looking like at the moment?
So unfortunately with my injury I haven't been able to play at all this year, the trial games or the start of the season. But I've been able to go down to Mandurah a couple of times and meet some of the Peel boys and the coaches and just the community down there and get involved down there, which is good. So hopefully when I'm back and I'm back ready to play from this injury, I can slide right in there and play some really good footy for Peel.
Nice.
Fantastic. And obviously you love your golf. You
Yeah.
play a bit of tennis as well, is that correct?
Yeah, love tennis and golf,
So
basketball. all of it.
talk to us about your tennis and your golf. What are you doing in the tennis? Are you serving volley? Are you working the baseline? What's going on?
Growing up, being a taller guy, I'd always try serve and volley.
Yeah.
I had my brother as my doubles partner. He's a lefty, I'm a righty, so it sort of worked well together. And
Nice.
then, serve and volley sort of my thing.
Are you winning any tournaments there, or what's going on in
Um,
your area?
Oh, we won a couple of premierships, but no serious tournaments or anything. Just the social sort of stuff down home.
Nice.
And you like whacking a golf club as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how's that looking?
Good. I haven't been out on the course as much because of this back injury,
Yeah.
but hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be back out there.
Good. All right. Now, you've been looking forward to this. This is the quickfire questions. You
Yeah.
know, all of the,
Here we go.
all
Everyone's
of
ready
this.
for it.
All
Okay.
right.
No, I'm going to start off. Current binge watch. What are you watching at the moment?
Prison Break.
Ooh,
Prison
Prison Break. Okay. Oh, I like
didn't
it.
expect that.
What season are you up to?
The first one, just starting it again.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, again? So you already watched it
I've
before?
I've seen it before, but I'm watching it again.
Oh, here we
Good
go.
Lord, watching Prison Break again.
Here we
Did
go.
not expect that.
All right, mate. Teammate most likely to burn a piece of toast?
Murphy.
Yep. Okay.
Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
LeBron.
Oh, that burns. Favorite AFL player of all time?
Luke Hodge.
Favorite Dockers player of all time?
Fifey.
Oh, nice. Good call. Which player is most likely to go a week without washing clothes?
That's a good one. There's probably a couple. I'm going to go Huey Davies.
Okay. Yep.
Which player is most likely to get scammed?
Jack Delaney.
Okay. What's your favourite J-Lo-ism?
J-Lo-ism?
Yeah, so a saying by J-Lo, like something that he would just throw out there and you've heard it a few times.
Defend.
Okay, yep.
Who's most precious about their car?
I'm going to go Murphy again.
Okay. What's he driving?
He's got a Colorado. Loves it clean. Doesn't like a speck of dirt on it.
Okay.
No eating in the car, is that the rule?
No eating in the
No
car.
eating in the car, bloody hell.
And the last one, best basketballer at the club. You can include yourself here, by the way. Injury, obviously, aside.
Yeah, I'd have to say Luke Jackson, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Did
Good
play
up.
for Australia, didn't he? Luke
Yeah,
Jackson?
yeah, casually.
He did
Yeah,
play for
yeah.
Australia. Well, Charlie, great to see you, mate. Lovely to meet you. Lovely for the fans to have a little bit of a listen in and a watch in. And look, mate, I'm really looking forward to you. Probably, you're going to finish up this year, get your back into order, and play a bit of peel. Maybe you never know. You could have a sniff down to the Dockers and develop your game and things like that. And then get home and right back to reality. Dad will probably have you up at Sparrows, mate, drenching sheep or driving the chase bin. You're like, come on, man. Like I do that now, and I'm like, I'm a school teacher. What the hell's going on? Like, why am I drenching sheep? Like, what the hell am I doing? I'm on school holidays. But it's just the life of the farm,
That is
isn't it?
how it is, yeah.
That's how it is, all right. It's all about hard work, that grind set.
Oh, 100%.
Something you soft city folks wouldn't know anything about, mate.
No, not
Look
at
at
all.
his soft hands. All right, Charlie, thank you very much for joining us, mate, and look forward to seeing you play throughout the year.
Thanks for having me, guys.